Hey guys, this is Insurance and Finance live from the headquarters of Digital Scouting in Hamburg, Germany. And today we have a very special guest who does not need any introduction. It is Dr. Stefan Knoll, CEO of the German Family Insurance. Thank you very much for joining us here today.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you very much for the invitation. It's always a pleasure to talk with you. It is normal. If you ask me to give an interview, I will do it.
Very good, very good. And by the way, on the audience out there that's joining right now, don't hesitate to ask questions, comments, and really do that. We are on Facebook, on LinkedIn, on YouTube, on Twitter, on our own website. And by the way, also we have a WhatsApp community and WhatsApp service. So if you want to remind it of every show, then please send us a message and join us. And we see already dozens of people joining. Let's go for the first question, which is a longer one. You built up the German Family Insurance, modernized its IT before the word InsurTech ever was coined. You have 133 employees. You have over 500,000 of customers. In 2019, over 100 million in revenue. You conducted the first IPO in InsurTech in the West. And now, in the middle of probably the largest economic crisis in 70 years, you did a capital increase and got another 30 million, doubling your stock price. Well, that are the successes of German Family Insurance and of you. Super impressive. There's only one question remaining. What's next?
First of all, thank you very much for this really nice introduction. Yes, we have been pretty successful over the last years. But it's not only me. It is together with a lot of hardworking employees, a very tough board and board members. I trust 100%. So it's not me. It's the whole organization, the whole company. By the way, I'm not in my office. This is not the background of my office, and it's not a photo tapestry. It is real. I'm on vacation and I sit here on a balcony, and sometimes some insects try to bite me, and so that's the reason for my movements of the movement of my hands. So back to your question, it's not me, it's the whole company. Yes, we have been pretty successful. Next steps, first of all, at the moment we are working on Careflex. Careflex. Careflex is the first nationwide branch solution in the chemical industry. That means that all employees in this industry get a long-term, employee-financed long-term care solution. We expect 500,000 new customers
Which
in the
is
middle of
doubling
next
your
year.
client base.
That means doubling the company, and you can expect that we have a lot to do in order to organize this, because we founded a syndicate in order to realize this contract. Members of the syndicate is R&V and Barmenia, two big insurance companies in Germany. But we are a co-leader of the syndicate, and we are responsible for the product and for all processes in front and behind. And because of this, we have enough work. So the question is, what is next? Is a question you can ask me, but you shouldn't ask this my board colleagues, because none of them is delighted if I think about next steps. But you are totally right. Behind or parallel to Careflex, we must think about new steps. And new steps is yes, we are pretty good financed after this capital increasement 10 days ago. We must think about new products. We must think about a new company structure. Things I already pointed out during the roadshows and so on. And yeah, these are the next steps.
Super interesting. And we also got our first comment coming from YouTube from Pernand Ardu. Thank you very much. He says already good evening. I figure his time zone is a little bit somewhere else. So thank you very much for joining. All others, don't hesitate to ask questions. We see already popping up questions all over the place. But oh yeah, there's a good one coming from Frank. What are your plans in life insurance? Super interesting, because there are rumors in the market, you don't need to blink with an eye or something, that you are thinking about founding new risk carriers. So let's go to the risk carrier question first. Is it true? Yes or no comment?
Yeah. Also, first of all, it's not a rumor. I already mentioned that I want to restructure the company or remodel the company. We want to get a structure which is similar to every classic insurance structure. Because of this, we want to found separate risk carrier, or I start one step before. I want to separate P&C insurance and health insurance. We founded the company in 2007 as a P&C insurer. And later we got the permission from the German financial authorities to present health insurance as well, supplementary health insurance. And so we are nowadays a combined P&C and health insurer. And I want to separate these two product lines, and because of this, we will found two new risk carriers under the existing Deutsche Familienversicherung, and a third new risk carrier is or should be a life insurance company. Ooh. This is the next step. A step we plan for 2021, not yet, and it is logical because we want to make sure that none of our customers is forced to go to another competitor because we do not offer all private insurance products a normal private person typically ask for.
Cool. Yeah, thank you very much for sharing that. I think Frank's question is answered with that. I will be super interested in that, also to see the evolvement from P&C to a full line carrier. Super exciting. Let's talk about a drink. Let's talk about lemonade drink, for example. What do I mean with that? Is there's another IPO. The second IPO in the West was Lemonade, which also have similar numbers, except one number is a lot different. It's the evaluation, 10 times more than German family insurance. Do you think the market is unfair to you?
No, the market is never unfair. The market is fair. So Deutsche Familienversicherung is now more expensive than it was when we started the IPO, and the market is right. So first of all, to Lemonade. Also, congratulations to Lemonade. They made a good deal. They made everything in the right way. So again, congratulations. It's a good story. And the shareholders or the investors believe in this story, so everything is good. I think that the market in US is, in comparison to the German market, a little bit different. I think the investors in US are more willing to invest in ideas, in fantasy, than European investors like. So I think this is the main difference. I'm satisfied with the situation in Germany, in Europe. So we started with 12 euro when we realized the IPO. Today it is something between 25 and 26. So I'm fine with this. And I'm pretty sure that the share price will increase over the next months.
I think so too. And for full transparency, we are also in invested, so we are super happy that this development happened. We're super happy. So,
maybe it's your best investment in your portfolio.
It could be. It currently is. It's the stock part.
Okay, I work on this.
But it goes to my wife. She does all the finances. So let's talk about one more thing about Lemonade. All kidding aside, because they are coming to our backyard. They are now in Germany. Do you have any plans to go across the Atlantic or to cross the German border and to go into other markets? Because your IT infrastructure surely could deal with that.
I think it is a great difference whether you ask me to go over the Atlantic or to go in another European country. So
both questions.
If we talk about crossing the Atlantic, I say normally you shouldn't say always no, but I say no. I cannot imagine to go to US. There are 4 markets in the world. And China is not my cup of tea. India, well, I'm not familiar with India. It's a democracy, but that's the only thing I really know about India. Then we can talk about US. I think US is in a really problematic situation. So I stay in Europe because Europe is stable from an economic point of view. The economic situation in Europe is much better than in all other countries. We are a democracy. We are free countries, a collection of free countries, and I think these are enough arguments to stay here in Europe. But the question is, if you have a German permission as an insurance company, that means that you can work in every other European country that belongs to the European Union. Why should we be focused on Germany, and why shouldn't we go to another European country? Yes, we promise this, we will do this. At the moment with Careflex, we are a little bit in charge with another big project, but be sure we will step in other European countries, and we will announce it on a short time from now.
Ooh, okay, short time. That's great. But I think it's great to hear and see that a lot of people are asking themselves, especially also since you are internationally present, like on media, people are asking themselves that, and I think people would like to see if you're can only be super successful in Germany or also other countries. And by the way, the Careflex thing Stefan Knoll mentioned is like the super mega deal for like doubling the client base, and the other and you're the consortium leader with this other multi-billion-dollar companies. I think that also underlines a little bit the significance of that. And a lot of people in the market were really excited about the deal itself, for the insurance industry to have such a mega deal. And it's, by the way, a super important topic, long-term care insurance.
Of course.
Is an important topic.
Of course. And again, it's a nationwide branch solution, and this is the interesting thing. It's not only where we started with Henkel. Everybody knows Henkel, a listed, well-known company from Germany. Henkel was a sort of a blueprint, and we realized Henkel, and then the trade union realized that they can trust us, that we are able to manage these processes, and this was a very important step. In order to get the yes of the big deal for the whole branch.
A little question. I have imagined you're coming back from signing the deal or having a handshake agreement, then going to your CEO Markus Wolny and saying him, "Well, I have another 500,000 clients." Didn't he have a small heart attack considering IT and all the problems like that?
No. As you mentioned. Is scalable, but however, we have enough work with this deal because we have to build up a portal in order to register these 500,000 clients and all these things. So there's many work to do in front, but on backstage, well, we are totally relaxed because our IT system is able to manage 500,000 more customers, and it's even able to manage 1 million more customers.
Yeah, and I think that's important to underline because a lot of IT in the systems cannot do that. And I had a look at it, I think a year ago in detail. It's for nerds, it's event-based. And I think it's also important to understand what kind of IT system we're talking about. And I was always very impressed that you started all of this and developing the system way before it became cool. And I think that's cool.
Yeah, and it's our system, by the way. It's not a system which is available in the market.
Let's talk products. We touched it already that you say you want to become like a full like a carrier with all lines of business. My question is, you're focusing in a lot of ways on super highly profitable and digitalizable insurance products, supplementary health insurance, for example, health insurance, and you are also, to make for the audience, one of the top players in that, in market size, concerning the market size and growth and all of that. What is your product strategy? Are you working like certain new products?
As first of all, our product strategy is very simple. We want to present only products that are easy and understandable, and behind this easy and understandable variety of products, we offer a very short closing process, and the combination of understandable products and a short closing process, I think this is key for our way of selling insurance products. So all new insurance products will have this ability. Concrete. When we started this company, we offered a combination of several P&C insurance products. We started with the name was at that time Kombi-Versicherung 5 Plus, a very a long and not fancy name, or maybe it's fancy because it's so long. But this insurance product contains a accident insurance, household, glass, liability, and legal protection. And we offer this insurance product for €19.99 to every place in Germany. So, and this was the way how we stepped into the market, and we have been very successful with this product. The disadvantage of P&C is you must pay more money for acquisition in comparison to healthcare products. So back to your question. I want to remodel this idea. I want to start again with a combination of products in health and in P&C as well. And the next idea is to combine this combination of products with a saving component in order to guarantee a lifelong flat rate for our customers. The idea behind is that we thought about the results of Corona. Corona has had more or less no impact on my company. We will reach all our goals. We promised this year 100,000 new customers, and I think the time target is I think 55% of the moment, and we have 56. So we are on track with this target. But we saw that companies who work with tied agents, with brokers, with intermediaries, that they have really problems because it's difficult for these intermediaries to visit people and to sell insurance products. So on the other side, these people, that the customers realized that it's not necessary to ask a broker for a specific insurance solution. It is also doable to do it by online, and this is our major advantage. So if you combine all these arguments, it is obvious that we must offer a solution which contains all typical insurance products or products out of P&C and out of health, and I think this is the insurance type of the future.
That sounds really interesting. I take away the term flat rate insurance. I think a lot of insurance nerds were listening really, really close right now. By the way, we have already dozens or even hundreds of people watching. Do not forget to like, comment, and share this show. Why? Because then we give love to the algorithm, and the algorithm gives love to us. So don't forget to share, like, and this. And we see that you are watching here, and so you need to really push the like button. One special product I would like to talk about to you is pet insurance, pet health insurance. For people knowing the field, know that this is a super interesting field, emotional product, profitable in a lot of ways. What were your reasons to go into it?
Also the funniest thing is, or not, it's not funny. It is more a disaster that people spend more money for pet insurance than for long-term care insurance. So if the long-term case takes place, they have no remembrance on their pet, by the way. So it would be better to decide for a long-term care insurance instead of pet insurance. But I'm happy about pet insurance. It works very well, especially during Corona times. Maybe people decide for more dogs and cats, and we had this idea. We started with very little progress, but over the time it works so well that pet insurance is one of our major P&C products at the moment. Beside liability, these are the best products at the moment.
I think that's super interesting to see. Why? Because we have in the UK Bought by Many, also a great team. Shout out to Charlotte and Steve, but also a pet insurer that really bases the core business model on it. Lemonade went into pet insurance well after you did, but just underlining there are a lot of people moving in that direction, so that's super interesting to see. We have a question to your flat rate insurance from Amika. She asked, what is meant by it? Maybe you can share like one more time a little bit the idea behind why a flat rate and how does it work? Yeah.
Also the flat rate is very, very simple. The customer pays for a variety of insurance products, always the same monthly premium. And if he needs more insurance, he does not pay more. We reduce the saving component. This is the flat rate idea. So the customer pays all over the year, all over his life, a stable sum of money.
Great. And we had Frank also adding something, saying it's an all-in-one policy.
Exactly. It is a sort of not really all-in-one. All-in-one is it is a combination of several P&C and health insurance products, and this is a little bit different in comparison to an all-in-one policy. As an all-in-one policy, it means that all typical risks are insured in one policy. Here we have a combination of several and separate insurance products.
And I think what's interesting there is that what you always say is also that everything is covered in your, for example, supplementary health or dental insurance, for example, and it feeds into the idea of making relief for the client, that he doesn't need to think about things like can I join, can I refer?
You're totally right. If you focus on one insurance product, you are totally not in combination of all insurance products that are covered by this flat rate.
Yeah, and Amika from India, by the way, watching all the way from India, she has a follow-up question and she says, "Wow, but isn't it difficult a difficult actuarial calculation?" Also, interesting question, I think.
Yeah, well, due to the fact that I'm a lawyer, it is for me. Everything is difficult in respect of calculation. But my answer is very simple. Yes, it's really difficult. It's really difficult. It's a complex. It's a complex insurance solution, not only for lawyers.
Yeah. So, Amika, thank you very much for asking. And by the way, that shows also you can just ask. We put you here on you and answer your questions. And she's from Tokyo General Insurance. So we also have people watching from large scale industry players around here. And one more question is, German Family Insurance became known a global brand in the insurance and InsurTech community. A lot of your success probably would have been possible without that. Why did you decide to share your story, especially when you had a European focus?
I have not got the point. Sorry.
I'm sorry. Why did you start?
The first part I understood, but the question.
The question is, why did you start to share your story in media, in social media?
Okay. Also, first of all, I'm very happy about a InsurTech movement. So because I think more InsurTechs, I mean successful InsurTechs, real InsurTechs. For me, InsurTech is a combination of insurance and technology, and not a company that deals with insurance and is not an insurance company. So I think more InsurTech companies will modernize this more or less old-fashioned branch, and from this perspective, I'm happy to share my experience with other people, and hopefully I can get some information from my colleagues, because the world is too big, so it's not necessary to speak about competitors.
Yeah. One thing I always ask every guest at the end, because you shared a lot of insights, numbers, a little bit of secret sauce, tips and tricks for everybody out there, shared your flat rate insurance, made some statements about internationalization strategy or this timetable and everything. Is there anything the insurance community from all around the world could do for you?
Well, we can talk about a working together. This could be an idea, and imagine what would happen if one or two other InsurTech companies would work together. I think if we would start a sort of talkings, a discussion about our experience, about their experience, I think at the end we have both better products for our markets than in comparison if we do it by our own. So I think this would be something I would really appreciate.
Cool. Well, thank you very much for your time. One thing we always do at the end is
maybe sorry, Robin. Maybe this could be a idea for you to start a platform with real InsurTechs, as a Lemonade, Deutsche Familienversicherung, company from India, from China, and so on. And we start a international InsurTech Summit where we discuss our national problems, our international ideas, our product ideas, and so on. And I'm pretty sure that everybody will speak very open, very direct about his products, about his ways of calculation. And I think we will leave the summit stronger than we entered it.
That's a very good idea. Actually, we're planning something like a behind-the-scenes closed thing.
Okay, good.
Behind the scenes and closed, so we can talk about all the secrets out there. But I think that's something great, because this can be done also maybe behind the scenes when conferences are possible again. But let me thank everybody for listening today. We have hundreds of people already out there on Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, YouTube, and Periscope. Shout out to Oliver, Hugo, Jean-Pierre, Burkhard, Piotr, Juge, Saber, Philip, Lutz, of course, Annika, Juge, Frank, Piotr, and a lot of other people only on LinkedIn. I don't see everybody. And yeah, thank you very much in your vacation you spend the time with us in the community. And I'm pretty sure we will see a lot from you and the German family insurance in the insurance future.
I say thank you very much for this interview. Thank you very much for the interesting questions. And I say to the whole community, let's attack. InsurTech is the future.